Guys, I'm live. I just want to do some scale rant. I've done this before, but let's do some again. I just feel like it. So let's say I have a C major scale. That's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. If I want to make it C harmonic major, just flat to 6. So that would be C, D, E, F, G, A flat, B, C. If I didn't want to make that C melodic minor scale, flat. Well, let's do one alteration at a time. If I didn't want to make that C harmonic minor scale, then I go C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B. C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B, C. You flat the 6, and you make a minor third. Now let's say you want to make C melodic minor. You raise a 6 now, so that's C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B, C. It's just an ionic mode with a flat third, which is also a way of saying melodic minor. Now let's see if I see that C melodic minor. Let's say I want to make that into. Let's go back to C melodic minor. Let's go back to C harmonic. Let's go back to C harmonic minor now. That's C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B, C. Now let's go. That's C harmonic minor. Now what's the street here? Let's say I start with C major. Okay, I was on C. Let's start with C major again. So let's start with C major. I have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. If I want to make that C harmonic major, it's C, D, E, F, G, A flat, B, C. But if I want to make that a C Hindu mode, which is the 5th mode of melodic minor, which could be called melodic major, or flat to 7th. So that would be C, C, D, E, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. That would be C melodic major, because it's basically an Aeolian mode, which is natural minor with a major third. So that makes it the 5th mode of melodic minor and could be called melodic major, actually. But instead it's called Aeolian dominant a lot, and it's called the Hindu scale a lot. But it's really could be really called C melodic major, which is the 5th mode of F melodic minor. So if I have F Lydian and I want to make it F Ionian, I go I go F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. If I want to make that F melodic minor, now I flat the 3rd. So I have F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E, F. But the 5th mode of that would be C melodic major, or C Aeolian dominant, which is C, D, E flat. Oh, that would be C, D, E, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. See, so that would be another way of looking at that. Let's do that another way. Start with C major again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now let's make C mixed Lydian. You flat the 7th. So that would be C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C. Now from mixed Lydian, you flat the 6th. That's another way that gives you C melodic major again. So that would be C, D, E, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. It's got a flat 6 and a flat 7, i.e. Aeolian mode, but yet it has a major third. So that becomes Aeolian dominant, which could be also called melodic major. So that's cool. Now let's do more minor stuff. So let's say I am starting in A. If I have A Aeolian, I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. If I want to make A harmonic minor, just raise the 7th. So that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A. If I want to make an A melodic minor, raise a 6 also. So that would be A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Now if I want to make C major from that, I just raise the 3rd. So that would be A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. because a melodic minor is a major with a flat third. So if you raise the third of a melodic minor, you get a major scale. Not only that, A major scale has 3 sharps in it because it's the third rotation around the circle of fifths after C. The circle of fifths has C at the top, then G, D, A. After clockwise, A is then 3 moves away from C, so that's 3 sharps. And just like we said, we saw that we had F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp in the A major scale, so that all works. Now let's take another minor thing that's kind of fun. Well, let's take Phrygian. Let's start with E Phrygian. So if I have E Phrygian is E F G A B C D E. What's E Phrygian dominant? Raise a third, so that's E F G sharp A B C D E. Now what if I want a raise a third? That's Phrygian dominant. Now what if I want Phrygian? There's the Phrygian scale that actually is a mode of the double harmonic scale. And the double harmonic scale has 2 augmented seconds in it, 4 half steps and only 1 whole step. And if I have E Phrygian dominant and I want to change to what you could call E double harmonic, would be the scale that has 2 augmented seconds in it, 4 half steps and 1 whole step. I would raise the 7th. I would raise the 7th of the E Phrygian dominant. So I'd actually have D sharp in there. So I would say E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D sharp, E. It has 2 consecutive half steps. Therefore, between D sharp, E, and F, therefore making a diminished third between D sharp and F, because D sharp to F with an E between them, which there is a diminished third. Not only that, it's 2 consecutive half steps. So normally we don't play that in Western music, but it's so cool sounding and such an interesting shape that sometimes people do it. Now let's do another mode. Let's do a mode of the snake-charmer scale, which is, or mode of the double harmonic scale, which is typically called the snake-charmer scale. It's another mode of the double harmonic scale. Let's do that. So let's go back to A. So let's say I have A Aeolian is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. I want to make A harmonic minor, raise the 7th with the G sharp. So I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A. Then if I want to make a mode of the double harmonic out of that, just raise the 4th. That makes it, it's called the snake-charmer scale. Richie Blackmore played that scale sometimes. Would be, let's see if I can do this. A, B, C, D sharp, E, F, G sharp, A. See, that's a mode of the double harmonic scale, which is the one that I said in E would be what was E, F, G sharp, A, B, C. No, wait, I said it was E, F, G sharp, A, B, C, D sharp, E. You see the same sharps are in there as it was in the, that would be, yeah. You see, once again, you have 4 half steps, 2 augmented steps, and 1 whole step in that E double harmonic scale too. And they are modes of each other. I don't know exactly what the relationship is off the top of my head. I'd have to figure it out, but it's not too hard to do. Let me see if maybe I'll do that. Let's see. How would I do that? So let's see if I can do that. I think it would be let's say I do the snake-charmer scale. I think the 5th mode of snake-charmer scale is double harmonic. Yeah. So that's why the A snake-charmer scale have the same exact sharps as E double harmonic, because they're relative modes. Because in the A double harmonic, I had G sharp and I had D sharp, but I also had G sharp and D sharp in the A snake-charmer scale. So they're actually modes of each other, and so like you could say that the double harmonic is the 5th mode of the snake-charmer scale. How about that for weirdness 101? Anyway, one more thing. Not while I'm yakking. I want to do the enigmatic mode. I literally love that mode. Let's say I'm in C, and I want to do C enigmatic mode. So what I do is, in fact, let's do it different way. Let's do it differently. For some reason, I want to do E. I want to do E enigmatic mode. It seems easier. It's more. You have less changes to make. So let's say I have E. Starting with E. Let's start with C. With E Phrygian, which would just be E, F, G, A, B, C. Now the first thing I have to do a couple of things to E Phrygian to make it an E enigmatic mode. First of all, I have to raise the third, then I have to raise the fourth, I have to raise the fifth, and I have to raise the sixth, and I have to raise the seventh. So you have everything raised except the tonic, of course, and the flat second in the scale. So let's go through that change. Once again, E Phrygian is E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Now, I'm going to change that to E enigmatic mode, and I'm going to have to sharp every single note except the F. The flat second stays the same, but everything else gets sharp. It gets sharp. Let's see if that's true, and let's see if we can handle that mentally. So what is the formula for E enigmatic mode? Well, for any enigmatic mode is 1, flat 2, major third, sharp 4, sharp 5, sharp 6, and sharp 7. So I think we have a lot of work to do to make that from E Phrygian to that. But let's see if we can do that. All right, so I would have E, F, G sharp, A sharp, I have to have, let me think. Oh yeah, B sharp, okay. Then, make sure I'm doing this right. B sharp, and then here's the trick though. You got to do C double sharp because the E is a minor. E to C. Yeah, you're cool. E to C is a minor 6, but you need an augmented 6 for the enigmatic mode. So your C has to be sharp. If you sharp C one time, you get C sharp is just a major 6 of E, but you need the augmented 6. So you'd have to make C sharp sharp, which is C, you have to make C sharp sharp, which is C double sharp. You just have to do that. So you have a doubly sharped 6th degree, and then so that would be C double sharp. Then the 7th is major 7th, so you would have to have D sharp, and then E. We did it. So again, the formula for enigmatic mode is 1, flat 2, major third, sharp 4, sharp 5, sharp 6, and then 7, which is that you don't need to say sharp 7 because that would actually be an octave. Just major 7th. You don't have to say sharp for that, and then the octave, then the root again, or the octave of it. So once again, an E enigmatic mode would be E, F, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp. Start all over. I couldn't hear myself. Okay, start all over. So an E enigmatic mode would be E, F, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C double sharp, D sharp, E. Anyway, love you guys. Peace, love, and